Hello, students. This is your life science teacher, Mr. Pierce, coming to you from room 205 with part 4 of the microscope video tutorials. As you have learned in the previous videos how to make a wet mount slide, as well as proper care for the microscope, we are going to now be focusing on how to actually use the microscope itself and how to focus it. So, I have with me the microscope. And just quick reference, make sure that you always take off the dust cover. It is very difficult to use the microscope with the dust cover on. And you simply unwind the cord from the base. You plug in your cord into the wall. In this case, I actually have an extension cord. And you make sure that the safety button is in its proper position of being plugged in. And there you have it. You can turn on the microscope with the on-off switch. Now, in this video tutorial, I am also going to be giving you visual cues on what to do step by step. So the first thing you are actually going to do is you are going to take your slide, perhaps it's a wet mount slide. In this case today, I am using a fixed slide or a pre-made slide. To focus on whatever you're looking on, you simply put the slide on top of the stage underneath the stage clips. Now, if you notice that this slide, actually, you can see the things you are going to observe. It's kind of those purple looking things. All right. And it's best if when you put it on the stage and under the stage clips, you can actually sometimes see what you are looking at when you put it over the hole that is in the stage. From there, you make sure that, like I said, it is underneath the stage clips and it is secure. You always make sure that you start on the lowest objective. If you attempt to start on the medium or high objective lenses, you will not be able to focus what you are trying to see. When we use our microscopes and we look through the eyepiece, sometimes the eyepiece is directed toward the back of the machine, sometimes it's directed toward the front. It really doesn't matter. It's kind of the user's preference. Okay? But whenever you look through the actual microscope eyepiece, as words of wisdom, sometimes it is better to use your dominant eye while looking into the eyepiece, but also to cover your non-dominant eye and keep the eye open so you do not strain your eyesight. When looking through the microscope, you will actually, like I said, you start on the lowest objective lens, and the stage should be put all the way down to the bottom. If you notice, when I turn the coarse focus knob, it will raise and lower the stage. So while looking through my eyepiece and my stage is all the way down, I'm covering my non-dominant eye and looking in through the eyepiece. As I am doing that, I turn the coarse focus knob, raising the stage until whatever I'm looking at comes into focus. For those of you who are curious what I'm looking at, when I started using the microscope, had it on and it was unfocused, it had an image that looked very similar to the one on the left. As I raised the stage, the image came into focus, and that is pretty much what I am seeing right now. If you will also notice in the field of view, so the field of view is the circle. In other words, it is everything that you can see underneath the microscope. My field of view has what looks like a black little stick. It is called a needle, and that needle is pointing to the center of the field of view. That way, whatever you're looking at, you can try and center it, so as you magnify in or as you increase the objective lens or the power of the microscope, whatever you're looking at remains in the middle. After you have focused on low power, you can then advance to a higher power. So, when in focus on low power, I can click my nose piece around to my medium objective lens. Never go from low to high. You need to go into the medium first. From medium, I can now only focus using the fine focus knob or the smaller knob on the machine. I use the fine focus knob to focus my specimen. So as I'm looking through, it just got a little bit out of focus, and now I can refocus turning the fine focus knob. On medium power, or 100 magnification, or 100 times what I can see with the naked eye, it looks something very similar to this. If you notice between the low objective and the medium objective, all I did was zoom in and get closer. My needle is still in the center of my field of view, and I'm really just looking at the exact same thing, just a little bit closer. To go to high power, you do the exact same thing. I'm going to click my nose piece around to highest objective, and if I need to focus, I will only use the fine focus knob. So I will now look through the objective lens, trying to cover one of my eyes to keep it from being overstrained, and I focus it into view, and here's what I see on my high objective. I am now at 400 magnification, what I can see with the naked eye. Here's actually a video of essentially step by step looking through the eyepiece what I saw. I'm on my lowest objective lens. I am raising the stage until it comes into focus on low power. Once I have it focused on low power, I switch it over to medium power. Once I have it focused on medium power, I can click my nose piece over to high power. And now I can focus my field of view on high power. That is essentially using the microscope in a nutshell. Simple, yet sometimes confusing. Once you are done using the microscope, these are your cleanup instructions. First, you lower the microscope all the way down, you lower the stage all the way down. You remove the slide from the stage. You rotate the nose piece back to the lowest objective lens. You turn off your microscope and unplug it. When wrapping your cord up, you wrap it around the base. Once you have it wrapped up, you make sure that you place the dust cover back on, and when sitting on the counters, you push it all the way back. Students, this has been Mr. Pierce reporting to you from room 205. Goodbye.